Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Heartland Havoc. I am your host, Caleb Long. Along with me as is my co-host who dressed up as a man in the zebra stripes for Halloween. It is
did.
my father, Christopher Long. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you? Glad to be getting this recording in
Mm-hmm.
and focusing on the upcoming week 2 of the playoffs. What an exciting! We had some blowouts in week 1, but sets up some real intriguing matchups for week 2, though.
Yeah, I mean,
besides the one barn burner that there was.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that first, but obviously it's the playoffs, so we're gonna go a little bit in more depth, like looking at stats and stuff like that during the playoff matchups, and then we don't really need to do power rankings. We'll just go into our takes for the second round of playoffs, and then we're gonna end off with talking time machine once again, see if I can get a winning streak going on that front. And I think we're just gonna start off with 1A and work our way up.
Sounds great.
All right. We got Montgomery and Muncie, the battle between like two rivals there.
Right.
And ultimately Montgomery did get the win over Muncie. And not just the win. Like the regular season game was like a close game, right? Like, wasn't it?
I believe it was closer than this game was.
This game was not close whatsoever. This game was 33-0. Montgomery absolutely just like ran the ball against the Muncie Indians. And yeah, I mean, Trace Furman for Montgomery had 18 carries, 143 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. So good running game for him. And then we also have Josh Noble, or maybe it's Knobles because it's.
I believe it is Knoble.
Because it is spelled like.
I did. Yes, I heard someone announce it as Knoble.
Yeah, because it is spelled like the famous
amusement
park that every TikTok and like Instagram influencer says the name of the park wrong and the name of the town wrong.
They say Ellisburg.
They say like Ellisburg and they say Nobles. And I'm just in the comments over here being like, do you pronounce the K? You pronounce the K.
Nobles.
And I'm tell us that you're not from this area, because like Knobles, like that just rolls off the tongue.
Well, this
fun word to say.
This running back must have gotten away from Southern Columbia somehow.
Gotten away. Oh,
and
yeah.
Ended up further north in Montgomery.
Yeah. Went all the way through 54.
Just kept going on 54.
Kept on going on 54 and ended up in Montgomery. Yeah, I mean, he had 14 carries for 103 yards along with a rushing touchdown. And
I saw right up that topped him over 1,000 yards on the year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Parker Persing, the quarterback, was able to get a rushing touchdown in there as well, along with completing all of his passes. I mean, it was only 3 for 3 for 48 yards, but he did complete all his passes. Efficient, and he threw a passing touchdown. And, just a really solid game for Montgomery. I think you have a ton of momentum against a juggernaut in Line Mountain who didn't play because there wasn't enough teams that qualified in Class 1A. So Line Mountain's rested, but not like there are some games where it's like, oh, you face a team that's going off of a bye, and the game you played was so brutal and so gruesome that like this wasn't that. This basically like was like a tune up, and it's like, okay, we're ready to go, and then we're facing this beast of a team. And I am a little interested to see how this game against Line Mountain and Montgomery is going to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think if that is the rushing stats that we saw, Line Mountain will stack the box. I know they're tough against the run.
Force them to pass.
Force them to try to pass, and I believe that'll be their defensive game plan. And Montgomery just has to come up with a way. I having seen these Line Mountain players early in the season in person, they are just explosive on offense. Have the ability to be explosive in the run game and the pass game, running some read options, some true option. Just they'll throw a lot at Montgomery, and we'll see how well they are prepared. But someone's going away with a loss and going home, and that's the hard part about the playoffs. There's no in football. There's no second seed making it to states, or like you see in some other sports,
right.
or third place making it to states. It's you got to win the district championship to move on, which is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anything. I was thinking about adding something, but I don't think there's anything more
Okay.
to add. You don't have that fallback.
No,
I mean,
you
like, oh,
don't.
you just made it. Like you made it, and like I guess winning the district is kind of cool, but like making states and trying to make a run at states, you have to win. You just have to win. Go out all the way.
Right.
And we're gonna see what happens with Line Mountain and Montgomery, and we're gonna move on to 2A. I think we're just gonna start with the 1 versus the 8 seed. Southern Columbia taking care of Cowanesque Valley, 41-20. Cowanesque Valley did put up more of a fight than I was sort of expecting. Southern Columbia has been absolutely destroying their opponents the past couple of weeks in the regular season to end like the regular season very strong. And Cowanesque Valley, as we found out last week, only had like 22, 21 players, something like that.
Right.
So,
yeah,
valiant effort for Cowanesque Valley. And yeah, go for it.
So reading from the box score here in the daily item, 41 Southern was up 41-0 in the second quarter.
Right.
And then Kalamazoo Valley scored some points later. I imagine it was against their backups, as Kalamazoo Valley had a small roster, so they really didn't have backups. One of the players from Southern, Alan Piat, a linebacker, quoted as, "We saw we had a pretty clear advantage with them having a limited roster."
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that's pretty. When it comes to playoffs, you need to show no mercy. It's about taking the advantage of the opportunity.
No mercy.
At this point, it's eat or be eaten. We have to take care of business regardless. So I believe that gives you a little insight into what Southern's attitude is right now.
Oh, for sure.
So,
what medieval town did they pull this kid from?
Ralpho Township.
I don't know. Ralpho Township.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure where they pulled him from.
The dog eat dog world over here.
Yeah. So those are some good quotes, though, coming out of the paper.
Yeah, that's some crazy quotage.
Dave Fegley of the daily item.
Everyone give it up for Dave Fegley.
Okay, with the report there. Go ahead.
I don't know. No, I was just gonna be making jokes, but Southern Columbia really did a really good job. Grady Garcia, 13 rushes for 102 yards, getting actually wait, no, he didn't get a rushing touchdown. All of those went to Brayden Andrews, who only on all 4 rushes he went in to the end zone and scored. 4 rushes, 105 yards, and 4 touchdowns, which is absolutely
plus a touchdown reception.
Touchdown reception.
So he had 5 touchdowns on the day.
Yeah, Aiden Hockenbrock got something to live up to with the Montgomery quarterback, because Montgomery was able to complete all 3 of their passes. Aiden Hockenbrock went for 3 for 4. So one more completion, we could have had two guys throw for 100% completion percentage.
Wow.
45 yards and 1 touchdown on the game, and that one was going to Andrews. His 5 touchdown performance really, really. I don't know. He scores a lot for them.
There's not much more to say about.
He's their home run hitter. So I mean, they know their offense. They know how they want to run it, and they've been running it for ever since I existed.
Right. The wing tee has been going on for years.
Yep.
Jim Roth, just solid coach out there. The one thing looking at the box score that they may need to clean up is the penalties. 10 penalties for 72 yards in this game. Although, like I said, not knowing how many were with the ones in the game.
Right.
But 10 for 72. Southern needs to do a better job of that in their upcoming games.
Max Preps doesn't have that.
Okay.
Which, I mean, I think that is a fair criticism. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're focusing on all
And
aspects, but
cleaning
definitely
that up,
that.
cleaning
Yep.
that up, especially since they're going to have a opponent that they faced a couple weeks ago with Bloomsburg beating Loyalsock 34-13.
Yes.
And the tides did turn for Loyalsock. They did get the upper hand against Bloomsburg in the regular season, but ultimately, the injury bug really did plague this team, even with some pretty decent performances from Jaleel Coates, because I mean they ran the offense through him, 37 carries for
Yeah.
164 yards with a touchdown, also with the 4 receptions and 68 receiving yards and a touchdown there for him as well. I mean, one man show, but like ultimately, there's not much you can. If you're one guy, you're only one guy on a field where there's 10 other people, 10 other guys trying to support you. It's going to be hard to sustain that. And I think it was a great shift at the beginning of the season, and then teams started to
Right.
really figure it out. I mean, 37 rushing yards. I mean, 4.4 yards per carry is like a good average, right? Just in general,
Mm.
but like in high school football, you almost need to have more home run hits if you're running through a
Well,
one man guy.
no, so they were down several offensive, defensive linemen, two-way linemen. Their star was down, Jeremiah Johnson. Their quarterback was out this week, Dow. So they had, and another one of their captains was injured. So they were really short numbered. They had to really rely on Coates.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give, he fought till the end,
Mm-hmm.
fought for every yard he got. And honestly, there was 2 muff punts on this game with the wind wreaked havoc a little bit with the punting game.
Right. I did
And
forget
they
to
and
say
they
that.
dropped they didn't field a couple punts cleanly, Lowestock and Bloomsburg recovered both of them, which was significant
Mm-hmm.
in, helping Bloom to the win in a bit. But that is all 3 aspects of football: offense, defense, and special teams. You gotta take care of them all, and, that's where sometimes the advantages come in and can sway the game one direction or another. Wyatt Brocious with a good game. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
you have his numbers there. I'm sure Caleb.
I've got his numbers. Yeah, and I will say the wind was a factor for basically almost every single game.
Right.
It was really windy last Friday. I think everyone notices that and remembers how windy it was. But Wyatt Brocious went 13 for 14, 123 yards, and 1 touchdown. So even with the wind, we've seen some quarterbacks absolutely
Well,
be very accurate with the ball.
Brocious, not taking anything away, he still hit the spots, but there was a lot of short, quick passing that they were
Right,
running
right, right.
to take advantage of that,
And they didn't really
to
need to
navigate the
drive the
wind.
field that much because they got the 2 muff punts. They also got 2 interceptions, if I
Right.
remember
Right.
correctly.
Right.
If I remember seeing that correctly. But Brocious also had 18 carries for 41 yards
Mm.
and getting 2 touchdowns of his own. Uh, Jahir Moore Stewart also got a rushing touchdown, also adding on, I believe, 90 rushing yards off of 7 attempts.
Yeah.
So
Pretty explosive.
good game for him as well. He also had 3 receptions for 65 yards and a receiving touchdown there as well. So very solid game from the Bloomsburg team all the way around. Defense, offense, special teams clicking on all cylinders. They're gonna have to try to figure something out against Southern Columbia, who, I mean, Southern Columbia absolutely embarrassed them in the regular season, 61-0. We'll see if they're actually if they can come back and like make this game against Southern Columbia competitive.
Yeah, this is where you see what you get to week 11, no, 12 we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
Do the kids want to still play or they want to get ready for basketball and wrestling?
Wrestling, yeah.
What do they want to do here? This is what really factors in now.
Mm-hmm.
Come down to this week coming up here. We'll see.
Yes, we will see. Next up, we got Warrior Run taking on South Williamsport, and this one was a blowout. I know I like sort of predicted if there was like the drama that got to the Warrior Run defenders, it would be a closer game, but clearly it didn't get to them, didn't phase them at all. 41-7 was that final score. I don't have any stats for the South Williamsport Mountaineers.
Sure, I got them. So
All right, hit me.
South Williamsport was led by running back Cade Lusk, 21 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Also, running back Levi White had 17 carries for 96 yards. Southside had a real trouble throwing the football.
Mm-hmm.
Starting quarterback Cole Gerber, 1 of 13,
Ooh.
an interception for 6 yards. So that is really what devastated them. They did not score till the fourth quarter, their
Yeah.
touchdown with Lusk in the game. So it seems like Warrior Run was up 41-0 at that point, and clearly had the game in hand by then. But
Yep.
Southside did out yardage them in the rushing. Where Warrior Run got the advantage was the passing game.
Mm-hmm. James Kiefer for Warrior Run going 11 for 14 in completions to attempts and 144 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Very good game. Cohen Zeckman getting 7 receptions for 61 yards. Maxwell Fogelman, 2 receptions, 60 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Also had 5 rushes, 74 yards on the ground, and a rushing touchdown for him. And the other touchdown going to Liam Moore, who had 1 grab for 6 yards and a touchdown. Rushing wise, Devin Beachel. I didn't want to pronounce it wrong. I was about to say Devin Beachel by mistake. Devin Beachel, 11 rushes, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Yep.
Fogelman, as said, got a rushing touchdown off of 74 yards and 5 carries. And Tyler Ulrich going 8 carries for 26 yards and another rushing touchdown for him. But the offense was firing on all cylinders this game. This is probably the best team we've seen come out of Warrior Run.
Absolutely.
By far. It's crazy to see where they've come after some of the rough seasons that have happened for Warrior Run and their program. So this is they're running in with a lot of momentum, and they have the chance to, I guess, avenge last season, what happened last season, because they are taking on Troy, who beat Wellsboro 49-8. And I will say, at the beginning of the game, I did think this was going to be a little close, mainly because Wellsboro did come up first and got a 2-point conversion and was up 8-0. And then Troy just scored 49 unanswered points. And Wellsboro got the first jab, but Troy ultimately came out on top. Do we have any scores? Or not scores. Stats, because Max Prep's got nothing.
I don't have the stats because I'm looking at the daily items, so they didn't cover the northern tier.
No,
so we don't have that.
Fair.
We don't have that in Troy and Wellsboro there. So, but Troy will be coming down here, Herbertville, to take on the defenders. And we'll see how well, the other thing Warrior Run's done is hold up defensively really well this year. I mean, they're playing lights out. We'll see if they hold to their name. I know a lot of people use that as a catch line, but it's true. See if they defend well against the Trojans.
Yeah, they've been able to get after the quarterback, and they're off their defensive line. Sorry, their front four is pretty scary. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. We're moving on to 3A. We're gonna talk about this absolutely barn burner of a game. I think Montoursville and Mount Carmel were a little jealous of like the Jersey Shore Shamokin games as of recent, because this was a very evenly matched game. Ultimately, Montoursville winning this in triple overtime.
Talk about a turnaround though. Montoursville handled Mount Carmel the first time they played, but this game went to triple overtime. Wow.
Yeah, this was my only technical prediction that I got wrong. I did think Mount Carmel could get the upset, and I did pick them to get the upset. I was so close. I was absolutely so close, because that offensive change that they did really did help them. It made them score a lot more points than last time.
Right.
And I don't know. It was just a really solid game from both teams. Marshalik, the
quarterback
for Mount Carmel, eight completed passes off of 11 attempts for 67 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. I believe it's Jalen Delaney having 25 carries, 152 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Great game from him. He got all of those rushing yards or rushing touchdowns for them. And along with that, we have Michael Kimsel.
Yep.
Kimsel. Yeah,
Yep.
I was gonna say Kim Sal. 19 carries, 82 yards on the ground for him. Delaney also had 2 receptions for 47 yards. The 2 touchdowns coming from Kenny Miller, who had 1 reception, 10 yards, and that touchdown. And going 1 for 8, and the touchdown is Max Kricki, I believe. Kricki. Man, I am terrible at pronouncing names.
Max Kricki.
Max Kricki.
Ricky.
Ricky. Do you want to do the Montoursville stats? Do you got the Montoursville
stats? Yes. They had 41 carries for 302 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Leading the way on the ground, we have Christian Banks, 20 carries, 146 yards, 2 scores. The quarterback, Elijah Eck, ran 10 times for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns, including he broke a 41-yard run and a 52-yard runs for touchdowns. And then you had Caden Kleinman with 9 for 40. Okay. Eck was then 8 out of 16 passing, 1 interception, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns. Those touchdowns one of them went to Banks, 1 for 10. The other one went to I believe it was the tight end, Kingston Fisher, 1 for 8. Their leading receiver was Jay Houseneck, 1 for 19. So those are the stat totals for Montoursville. A lot of groundwork that went on there.
Mm-hmm.
This game totaled, now I know it was triple overtime, but there was 92 rushing attempts between the two teams.
That's absolutely crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. And I mean, just two teams that love to pound the rock, that really found their identity running the ball. And it was a very fun game to watch. I believe Mount Carmel still has the broadcast up on YouTube.
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do. So it's an instant classic. So go back and watch it.
Watch the last. If you don't have time, watch the last couple minutes like we did Friday night. Because there's Montoursville almost won the game in regulation.
Oh, it was so close
because they had a touchdown called back on a penalty. And then they also had a field goal that was blocked.
Yes.
At the end of regulation.
Yes.
So Montoursville almost came away with the win in regulation. You got to feel like a kind of justice was served, karma, the football gods, whatever you want to say, and then pulling out the victory because it ended up being another blocked extra point that was the difference in this. So you just never know, and wow, what a game!
Honestly, this was such a great game to watch. I will say watch the game in full because it was a very fun game to watch.
Yeah.
I was off today. I watched it.
Oh, you watched it today? Okay.
Yeah, very fun game to watch. And Montoursville eking out a win to face Mifflinburg in the next round. They beat Danville 56-14. Very good win for the Wildcats. Yeah.
This is one also. This is where YouTube really comes in handy. You can check out some of these games after the fact. I watched most of the first half of this game. And Danville started off running the swinging gate formation. Formation kind of caught Mifflinburg a little bit. But Danville playing what looked like some backyard football almost.
Right.
Try to take advantage of some of the athletes they had.
Right.
And there were some amazing
you got to try to do something.
Plays early on. They had to try to do something. They were without their all-state linebacker and running back. Landon Kehoe was out for that game, number 5. So they were banged up a bit with some other guys too. So you get in this point of the season, sometimes in high school football, it's not like you can call someone up from practice squad.
Right.
You can't make a trade with someone like in the
You
NFL.
can't pull someone up from the junior high
You
squad.
can't pull someone up from junior high that's going to make a difference. You can't, there's no trades like there is in the NFL. There's no free agency.
Mm-hmm.
There's no veterans sitting out there just kind of working out, waiting to come back.
You just
know
got
what
to
I'm
work with
saying?
what you got.
You gotta work with what you got. Yeah.
Get what you get, and you don't get upset.
So, and that injuries play a factor in some of these high schools
Yeah.
as we get down to this point in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carter Rapp for Danville did go 11 for 20, 11 completions off of 21 attempts, 121 yards, and 2 passing touchdowns, both going to Cole Harvey, who had 5 receptions, 85 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And that was pretty much a lot of their offensive production on that side. And Mifflinburg, I know, is a very balanced attack. I know Cade Martin is a very good quarterback.
Chad Martin.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Chad Martin. My apologies. Chad Martin is a very good quarterback, but most of their touchdowns were on the run. They had 7 rushing touchdowns this game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely crazy. Chad Martin going 8 for 13 and 87 yards and a passing touchdown, but a lot of players got the ball and scored rushing touchdowns. Top rusher over there was Landon Moser. He went for 2 touchdowns along off of 8 carries and 96 yards, averaging 12 yards per carry. Chad Martin also having 4 rushes, 75 yards, and a rushing touchdown. So able to get it done with his legs. We got Seth Hartman as someone else who also got a rushing touchdown off of 6 rushes and 58 yards. Dylan Catherman also getting a rushing touchdown off of 82 yards, and that was with 7 carries. Landon Murray, I believe, Landon Murray was able to get a rushing touchdown off of 2 carries and 56 yards. So big home run play for him. And also we have Caden Komet getting a rushing touchdown off of 6 carries and 46 yards. Landon Murray also had the receiving touchdown, 1 reception for 28 yards and that receiving touchdown. But solid win for Mifflinburg. Another rematch from the regular season, which Mifflinburg did handle Montoursville.
Right.
So we will see what happens in the rematch. Was that game at Montoursville or at Mifflinburg? I don't remember.
A great question.
I thought you would maybe randomly know it off the top of your head.
I think it was at Mifflinburg.
All right.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was at Mifflinburg.
All right. We're going to move on to 4A. Shamokin taking care of Shikellamy 37-7. And it was just a really good game for Shamokin. I was there. I was listening to the game, and it was just like dominance from start to finish. Shikellamy was able to score, but it was late in the 4th quarter they were able to score. But Shamokin, incredible team. They're ready to make another run to the state playoffs and avenge what happened last season.
Right.
I think they really are poised and set up for a deep run. First, you're going to meet Brody Raybuck, 16 completions off of 37 attempts, 279 yards, and 1 touchdown.
They
throw 2 interceptions.
They didn't lack throwing the ball at all, did they? In
No,
his last outing,
that's their offense.
right?
It's Brody Raybuck slinging it to Thomas Pollock, who had 8 receptions, 215 yards, and a receiving touchdown. Raybuck also rushed for 44 yards off of 18 carries. Xavier Bacon Allen, having 4 receptions and 39 yards. He's a sophomore, and he's been popping off a little bit for them the past couple of weeks. So maybe next year we'll be talking about him. We'll see. And for the Shamokin Indians, Logan Steele going 6 for 11 with 70 passing yards and a touchdown. also adding 13 yards on the ground. Great game for Zakeem Clinton.
Yep.
Had 15 rushing yards. 15 rushing yards. Yeah, great game. 15 rushing yards. 15 carries for 131 yards and two touchdowns. My bad. And then we also have Noah Rings, who also had 141 rushing yards off of 3 attempts. There were some.
One of those was an 88-yard run.
One of those was an 88-yard run, and then there was one. I think he had like
41-yard.
I was gonna say you stole my thunder. I was gonna say it was like a 41-yard run. Big home run plays for them. It is nice to have like a home run hitter and also Zakeem Clinton, who is like an absolute bruiser,
Right.
absolutely devastating player to for the Shamokin Indians. Sorry. Colin Steinhardt was the Indians' leading receiver with, I believe, 5 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown. So great game for the Shamokin Indians,
Steinhardt's been coming on too lately in the receiving game. He's also their kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Does a good job in that area with the kickoffs and stuff. But yeah, he's been coming on as a receiver of late and defensive back, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been able to figure out like nice ways to get him open, and they get him open on the seam a lot,
right?
Get him open through the middle a lot, and they're going to be facing off against Jersey Shore. Another matchup against Shamokin and Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore taking care of Athens 73-14. I mean, Jersey Shore's been able to put up a ton of points before. They did it against Williamsport. I do think they scored 73 against Williamsport if I'm not mistaken. But absolutely incredible game. And I think you needed like a big point blowout like this, knowing that your opponent was probably going to be Shamokin.
Right.
I think that may be giving you a good amount of juice heading into that matchup on Friday. And Nolan Pauling going 12 completions off of 19 attempts, 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pretty good game for him and passing. Bo Sechrist, 18 carries, 286 yards. 286. He almost averaging 16 yards per carry.
Wow.
And guess how many touchdowns he had?
5.
Higher. Yeah. 6 rushing touchdowns for Bo Sechrist. Nolan Pauling also getting a rushing touchdown for the Bulldogs. And the receiving yards, we got Carter Reinhardt catching 2 balls for 70 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown was a 54-yarder. And then I believe Luke Ryan, 7 receptions, 52 yards, and a receiving touchdown for him as well. And Carson Watkins having 3 receptions for 25 yards as well. So really good game for the Shikellamy Bulldogs. Yeah, Shikellamy Bulldogs for the Jersey Shore Bulldogs. And we're probably going to have another instant classic once again for Jersey Shore and Shamokin.
We'll see what happens.
And we will see what happens. And I'm going to briefly talk about Williamsport beating Scranton 43-16. They were able to get the job done, repping District 4 well in that District 2, District 4
sub-regional. Yep.
Sub-regional. Good win for them. Box score does not give me any stats from either team on Max Preps, so that's awesome. Does the daily item?
We don't have it in daily item.
All right, but they are setting up a rematch against Wilkes-Barre area, the Wolf Pack. And we're gonna talk about these matchups right here, right now, skipping all the other stuff that we normally do because that doesn't matter anymore. But Line Mountain Montgomery, what do you think?
I think Line Mountain will take care of business, be the District 4 champions, and look to start their state playoff run next week. I think they'll, it's just tough for me to believe that I'm just not sure Montgomery has enough horses and enough depth to take on this Line Mountain team. Line Mountain's been playing together for a while. A bunch of seniors. It's classic small school football build up to have a big season. When you have a good group, a quality group that stays together. And I just think they're going to bring that to fruition and bring home the District 4 championship in single A down in the southern part of Northumberland County.
I firmly agree with this take. I do think Montgomery will put in a decent fight here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this isn't gonna be a blowout. I do think this is gonna be a pretty competitive game between the two, but I think Line Mountain, like from the defensive side, you can really key on the fact that Montgomery is gonna run the ball a lot. They're not gonna pass the ball a ton. So if you're able to stop that Montgomery rushing attack, you will be sitting pretty in a good spot if you're able to do that. And I do think Line Mountain has the capability to do it because they do have a lot of solid guys up front. So I think that is going to happen. And Montgomery, you have like too much to worry about on the offense because they're very balanced attack, good running ability, good passing ability. I'd like to think Montgomery can put up a fight. Line Mountain's probably going to win this.
No, the rest that Line Mountain has to be factored in also, especially when we're talking small school football. The other thing is this: like I'm with you, Caleb, that I believe it'll be fairly close and not a blowout, unless Line Mountain hits some explosive plays early, which they're capable of.
Yeah, no, that could definitely be
by either the ground they break a long run or by a long pass game. Then it'd be interesting to see how Montgomery respond. And they haven't faced much adversity this year. One loss was in week 2 to Warrior Run.
Yep.
So what are they going to do if they face that adversity? Where momentum is going for the Line Mountain, and that's just what is going to be a key factor, I believe, in this. If there's explosives that come out early, it could get out of hand.
And I will say that this Montgomery team does drive down the field a lot. They're not a big explosive team.
Right.
I had to watch the game on Huddle to even find a score because I couldn't find them online, and the only way was through like Huddle Live. But like, and just randomly popping in and stuff like that, they would be scoring from the red zone basically, or like close to the red zone. So like they don't have the big pop potential that Line Mountain definitely does.
Right.
But I do think we will see Line Mountain as our Class 1A champions.
Okay.
And we're going to move on to the semifinals of Class 2A. Southern Columbia versus Bloomsburg. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. And I think if the regular season matchup was any closer than was like a close game, then maybe there would be some conversation on maybe Bloomsburg can do it. Maybe Bloomsburg can get the win. Honestly, this is a success for Bloomsburg if they're able to put decent points on the board and keep a competitive game. Honestly,
I agree. If they can stay in the game, you never know what happens. But Southern's machine just seems to be rolling right now, and I don't know what's going to stop them or who's going to stop them.
Right.
Just not sure Bloomsburg has enough manpower to do it.
Yeah, Bloomsburg, they have 2 or 3 players that they really do rely on. They rely on Wyatt Brocious a lot to run this offense on the run and in the pass. He is a fun quarterback to watch, but we saw Southern neutralize him pretty significantly.
Yeah, we'll see if there's some creativity coming out of Bloomsburg offensively, and that's where they have the chance to surprise possibly some Southern. If they throw some wrinkles, Coach Kogut might have some wrinkles up his sleeve that they hasn't shown this year yet, and get creative with Brocious and number 11. Is that Catullus? I'm trying to remember what his main receiver's name is.
Is right.
Yeah, so there could be possibly something they're scheming up, but they also have to execute that then.
Exactly.
And I do know, I believe Southern will outsize Bloomsburg, which could be a factor.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, give me Southern Columbia. And now we got Troy versus Warrior Run, the
Woo!
rematch from the district championship last year.
Right.
And these are two completely different teams. If this was like the same teams, like similar teams from what they were last season, like a more scrappy underdog Warrior Run team and like a Troy team with a lot of seniors and a
Right.
lot of depth, then I'd say, oh, it's Troy 100%. There's a conversation that I think needs to be had here because both teams are really good.
Yeah.
Both teams are solid teams. And I think we've seen Warrior Run elevate their game to another level from last season. They're a very balanced team, good passing attack, good running attack, and they do have a lot of more weapons. They're not one note. They do have a
Right.
lot of good players in the run game and in the pass game that I think it might be hard to scheme in like stopping all of them. I think it's going to be a little hard to do, but Troy is also just a fantastic team, a very good run team.
I think this game might be a rock fight here. I think it might be
Yeah.
14-7,
think?
21-14, something. I think it could be really low scoring game here.
See, I don't know. I think it could be very high powered. I'm thinking
Really?
something. Well, I'm thinking along the lines of like Warrior Run Loyal Sock. I'm thinking of like Warrior Run Loyal Sock. Because both teams scored a lot of points. Coates had a very good game, very good running back. I think Coates had like almost rushed for 200 yards that game. He had a very
Okay.
solid game for the Lancers, and I don't like this is a good defense. This is like a very good defense, but like I think there's a chance that this could be a little more high scoring than what it could be. I also think it could be a very close game. I mean, it is going to be a very close game. I don't know if it's going to be low scoring
I'm
though.
just looking for a low scoring close game is what I think will happen, but I could be very wrong. Who knows?
But
That's my opinion.
in that case, who are you going to take?
Whew. Haven't really seen much of Troy. I really haven't seen either team actually.
Yeah,
So I would probably take. I guess they're both 9-1 though, right?
they're both 9-1.
Troy's one loss was to a team out of New York,
Yeah,
right?
Waverly.
Yeah.
And then Warrior Run's loss was to Bloomsburg.
That Bloomsburg loss just isn't sitting real well.
But that was when they. I will say that was when they. It was like, what am I trying to say? Sorry, they've been able to play more complete games after the Bloomsburg
Right,
loss. But like the
right,
Bloomsburg loss
right.
was like
It
symptom
is.
one of we need to play like all four quarters and stuff like that.
It is at Warrior Run also. So
It is
we
the
have a
Warrior Run.
long
It's
bus
not.
trip for the Trojans coming down.
Yeah, it's not at Mansfield.
I'll go with
University.
Warrior Run, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Warrior Run. This is if Jersey Shore and Shamokin wasn't like a playoff matchup this round for some reason. If somehow Athens or Shikellame beat either Jersey Shore or Shamokin respectively, this is like the top game to watch or the top game to go see. But yeah, I mean, give me Warrior Run. I won't be shocked if Troy wins though.
Right, right, right.
I think Warrior Run has way more of a chip on its shoulder
I would
than
think so. Get a little bit of revenge. That's true. I'm not sure how far that'll take them, but we'll see.
because they definitely after being like being in the district championship, I think they want to get back there and
Yeah.
actually try to win it this time. And I think they want to. I think that drive is going to help them out here.
Hopefully.
And I think, but also I do think Troy wants to get back into the state playoffs and say, hey, our state championship run wasn't a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's true. I mean, yeah, we'll just see what happens. I mean, this is going to be a great game. I'd recommend, people go and checking it out. Get out there, watch some football in person.
Yes. All right. Heading on to the Class 3A championship, Mifflinburg versus
Montoursville?
Montoursville. That was a terrible time to have a hiccup.
Yep.
Absolutely terrible time to have a hiccup. All right. Mifflinburg Montoursville. I mean, this is a rematch from the regular season, one where Mifflinburg won pretty handily. And
We're there.
I'm trying to pull it up. Hold up. There are a lot of, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I mean, round one, there was a lot of rematches from the regular season.
Right.
You know,
Right.
most of them ended up in blowouts. The only one that didn't was the Montoursville Mount Carmel game, and but I think that's chalked up to more the fact that the Mont Carmel team turned their season around and like met up to Montoursville. I don't think Montoursville was really playing down to competition.
Montoursville Mifflinburg game was 35-7
Right.
Mifflinburg at Montoursville.
At Montoursville. So home scene change.
Yes.
Because it's now at Mifflinburg. And I think Montoursville has a big chip on their shoulder after that loss. I mean, after that loss, they did kind of like, I guess you can say, turn their season around, but they really started to get dialed in after that loss.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, there was like a string of games where they didn't give up a single point. So I think they have this game circled and they're like, we want revenge for what happened during the regular season. And I think that revenge, that like spark, will make the game closer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're able to stop a team that could throw for 250 yards and like 5 touchdowns, beat you in the air, or run the ball down your throat and score like 7 rushing touchdowns. I think there's too much offense to contain.
The balance of Mifflinburg is just so impressive for this point in the season, definitely. And we'll see. Having seen Montoursville a couple weeks ago, I just don't know that they have enough manpower to hang with Mifflinburg.
Yeah, that's where I think I am. They technically both have the same record. They both have 8-2, but Mifflinburg's losses are to Hollidaysburg
and Southern.
Wait, no.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. And yeah, you're right. And Montoursville losses are to Mifflinburg and Southern Columbia.
Yeah.
I think the head-to-head matchup is very indicative here. I'd give me Mifflinburg as our Class 3A champion.
I'm going with Mifflinburg also.
All right. Class 4A. Jersey Shore versus Shamokin. Part 2 of an absolute... part 3. Part 3 of some absolute classics.
Really is part... Over the last 2 years is part 4.
Part 4. Was the regular season game from last year close? I don't remember.
I believe it was.
I think it was close, but I don't remember if it was overtime close.
I don't know that it was overtime close.
I'm looking that up right now. Dad, you talk about the game.
Okay, so Shamokin, Jersey Shore. You have Jersey Shore's no huddle attack. You have 2 quality running backs going against each other in not that they're really facing each. Well, they will be facing each other though, because this is high school football and they play both sides of the ball. So Seacrest, Bo Seacrest for Jersey Shore and Zakeem Clinton for Shamokin. You also have quarterbacks here who are some real dual threat quarterbacks, maybe more running than anything in both of them. Pauling can throw the ball a little bit more, it seems like, than Steele, but Steele also can throw it. I mean, we just have quality athletes, quality guys up front all over the place. This game is going to be a heavyweight fight. Like this is gonna be like Rocky versus Drago, Rocky 4 type stuff going on here. And we'll see who comes out on top. In real life it's Ali versus Foreman, or whatever. It's gonna see who's standing at the end,
right?
And it could easily come down to multiple overtimes again.
Yes. I will say their past 3 matchups.
Go ahead.
It's been decided like field goal points.
Yep.
Smokin beat Jersey Shore 30-28, in the
Okay.
regular season last year, and then we had the overtime win in the
playoffs,
and then we had the overtime win in the regular season, and it's familiar territory for both teams. Jersey Shore, like both overtime losses happened in Shamokin.
They have to hate going out there.
Oh, they absolutely have to hate going out there. And I think part of their mentality going down there, it's like we've came up so close so many times. This is like Chiefs Bills playoffs.
It is like Chiefs
This is
Bills,
very
or if
Chiefs
you go
Bills
back to
playoffs.
the 2000s, it's Colts Patriots.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Yes.
Two teams that aren't like division rivals, but they just despise each other, and every game they play is absolutely electric. And but like also almost every time people want to predict, it's like in the playoffs, oh, it's like, oh, the Bills will finally get it done against the Chiefs.
Right.
And I think I'm so tempted to say that, oh, Jersey Shore's finally gonna get it done against Shamokin. It's on the tip of my tongue. I want to believe it. I want to say it. I don't know if I can though. I don't know. It's gonna be an absolutely phenomenal game. Absolutely super duper close. I think it's just gonna be about which team wants it more.
I agree. It's going to be which team is going to gut it out, want the game more, and who can execute those game plans coming out. The teams have to know each other so well by this point. I mean, how much can you change up? You know, heading into the fourth matchup in 2 seasons here with a lot of the same actors coming through, on the field. Same coaching staffs. Like, this is going to be just knockdown, drag out, see who's standing, punch, counter punch. Because I don't see any reason why one team will not respond to what another team does. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is the game. Like, it just seems like it's going to be a huge game.
Yeah, both teams' rushing attacks are too good to not respond to each other. Right. So I mean, it's going to be high scoring. It's going to be a shootout, and I think until Jersey Shore proves me wrong, I'm going to pick Shamokin.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Shamokin also. They just seem to have it rolling here in this matchup. So I would say Shamokin is going to come out on top again, but I'm expecting a close game again.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. We've talked about the playoff matchups, and now it's time for our final segment, everyone's favorite segment, Talking Time Machine. And my dad is ready. He's pulling up Spotify. Okay, I need to close my eyes.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Hey, copyrighted music is a thing. We're gonna get copyright strikes.
How many seconds do you have to play of a song?
I believe it has to be under 7 seconds.
Oh, we'll do it under 7 seconds. We'll do under 7 seconds.
Okay, or we could just do it to where the mic doesn't pick it up, and then it's gonna be lame for the audience.
We'll do under 7 seconds.
Can you sing it?
No.
I really want you to sing it though. So, is it just like your standard typical? I just gotta guess the song and the artist. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, I will say that my sister and I, way long ago, when we tried to do like a vlog thing with each other, and the YouTube channel is still up. I'm not gonna tell you the name. You'll have to figure it out. We did a little music competition, and I utterly whooped her tushy. I absolutely whooped her tushy. And I do think there was a part where my dad, it started off as like Christian music, I believe, like Christian rock music, and then it transitioned into 80s rock and stuff like that. And I think I also did good on that, but I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna assume it's 80s rock.
Well, it's actually yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Well, okay. 80s, early 90s, before the grunge era. It's before it's pre-grunge.
No, I was gonna guess before Nirvana. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So this is right around that time. Spirit. This is like some of the last. This is
like the last gasps of arena rock.
Yeah. So artists, Song and artist.
Song and artist. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
No.
First one.
Oh, wait, there's multiple?
Oh, we're going to play a little game.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Ready?
I need some lyrics, man. I need some lyrics.
If I can get to the lyrics.
That is just some. You can. Well, if you like slide down on, there should be like a little lyric spot. If they don't have it, that's stupid. If they don't have it,
What do you mean?
because it would like pop up. It would like pop up. Hold up. Technical difficulties. All right.
All right, we're back.
We figured out the technical
play this here.
difficulties. I genuinely don't think I've ever heard this song before. I don't think I've ever heard this song before. The only guess I have is like, my dad's looking at me like I should know this, and I unfortunately I do not.
Okay. That is Civil War by Guns N' Roses.
Okay, no.
Okay, we're gonna go to one that you should know.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna go to one that you better know.
Okay, I'm gonna get disowned if I don't get this one right. Okay, yeah. On the Dynamite by AC/DC. TNT. I was
yep.
Okay. I was like Dynamite, and I'm like, Dad didn't stop, and I didn't say anything.
There you go. You better would have known that one.
Oh, I loved that song when I was a kid.
Love that song.
Yeah. A little bit of an alley oop there.
Yep.
All right.
Let's we're gonna go to. You may. You're gonna recognize this song.
Okay.
Especially if I play the intro.
Okay, go for it.
Are you ready?
For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Oh my god! Yeah, you play it.
See, no. Like the thing is, he was like, you're gonna know this intro, and I don't know. Like For Whom the Bell Tolls is just one of the like a very iconic walkout, like sports walkout thing there. Okay. I mean, I just took a stab there.
All right.
Redeeming for not knowing Civil War by Guns N' Roses.
Right. Now we're gonna just one more.
Oh. Okay. Wait, was that it?
No, that's
okay. Cool.
Try to get to some of the lyrics.
My guess is "Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner. I know it's not that. I was gonna guess that before going into it, but yeah, no, I shouldn't. I should know this one. I'm trying to remember the. Okay, wait. No, I know this. No, it's not in my head right now. No, yeah. I've heard this song so many times, but I feel
you don't know the artist?
I
may not.
It's not Def Leppard.
No, not Def Leppard.
This was their big hit. It
was one of theirs.
One of their big hits. And so many it's not coming to me right now.
We give it to you?
Not coming to me right now. Can you give me like a hint? So close.
They also saying Jump.
Oh, Van Halen.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Van Halen, and then I don't know the name of the song.
It was Panama.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Was that it?
Good enough
okay.
for today.
2.5. 2.5 out of 10. 2.5 out of 4.
A little bit of a rock.
I think I should play some other songs for you next episode and see if you know any of them.
You should play some songs for me.
I should play some songs for you.
Wait. That's not the Talkback Time Machine.
That's current Time Machine. That's like a time capsule we're gonna put in for later. We'll dig up after 50 years.
We'll see about that.
All right. Thank you everyone for listening to Heartland Havoc. We will be back for next week talking about all these conference finals and the Class 2A semis.
Get out there and watch some football.
Yeah, go out and watch some freaking football.
Or
We're
your
gonna do
local
that.
high school football.
Yeah, we're gonna do it too, and we'll talk about that next episode.